It's your girl Piper, the 2025 Iron Elite Female Titan, and you're now tuned in to Sarge on the Iron Elite Podcast Show, home of the Ground Pounders reunion and the Coast to Coast run, the social experiment, where motorcycling is not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. You dig? Now like, share, subscribe, and follow for all things motorcycling, and I'll see you on the sled.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Iron Elite Podcast Show with your boy Sarge. Man, we got a great show this evening. I got a lot of stuff to talk about with my next guest, man. Y'all know him as Knowledge, man, president of Next Level MC, Houston, Texas, man. We're going to talk about his epic I-10 to the end ride. So share it with a friend. Let everybody know we're on. Kane Fowell, let's go.
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.
Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Slide on my road glide, looking so fly, 20-inch rollback, screaming eagle torque pack. I-10 to the end, it's a known patch. If you ain't a ground pounder, pay attention, fall back. We Iron Elite boys, no need for hitting switches. We split lanes and hogging lanes, we on a mission. On our way to CA, we 100 deep. Roll the up, y'all the road, run it up, rip it up. Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? I'm outside with it. I scrape the town burning loud when the smoke clear up. You know I hardly did it. I'm real gnarly with it. My ride clean when it bling. I show the lean on the scene to get jiggy with it. No did it, get it? I'm well equipped it. My bike side got a side, so you know I'm hitting. She dropped it down and split it, backed it up to shift it. Let me kick a little game to you lames riding around here, giving a set a bad name. It don't matter what you rank or what you claim. When we turn it up, you keep it motorcycling, man. My soul brothers, they roll runners, we rolling deep. When it's time to rally up, it's Black Wall Street. When you see them MCs at the RTE, roll the up, down the road, run it up, rip it up. Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up, big sword. You in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig?
But Sarge, why you always gotta talk about motorcycling? Sarge, why you don't never talk about nothing else? Look here, man. If you gonna do all that crying, what the baby gonna do?
Hey, man, again, good evening and welcome to the show. It's Monday, man, the first day of the doggone work week. So hopefully everybody's had a great day at work, man. You're getting in, you're getting home, you settled down, man. You done got your beverage of your choice, kicked off your shoes, and you get ready to rock it a little bit with us and talk about long-distance motorcycle riding. But before I do, man, I got a couple of notes, a couple of things I need to get off my chest, man. I got a couple things. First thing first, man. Today is the birthday, man, of the guy I call Batman, the man on the patch, the legend, the myth, that guy who rode his motorcycle from here to the damn moon, man. Shout out to my man K Solo, riding with K Solo, the podcast. Is over there doing this thing. He's talking about unsung heroes on a motorcycle and great motorcycle adventures, man. So if you get a chance, check him out on the podcast, man. And oh, by the way, he got receipts from riding motorcycles, man. So he's one of the greatest that's ever done it. So hopefully he's having a great birthday today, man. Again, happy birthday, K Solo, the rider, man. So, hey, let's do this real quick. Let's go ahead and give it up for him, brother. Let me see. Let's do it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, sir. And let's also do this, man. I want to, since we talking about content creators and guys who are giving it up for the culture, let me do this, man. I love my content creators, man. I tell you what, I love YouTube. YouTube is today's encyclopedia, man. You can go all the way around the world and back just by a search of a YouTube. You want to learn about the universe. You want to learn about the earth. You want to learn about the sea. You want to learn about motorcycle. You want to learn about history. You can get as much information humanly possible from YouTube, man. They have no excuse to walk around stupid. You have no excuse. My content creators, man, my vloggers, I really do appreciate you guys, man. I look at your material. I really do. And even that I know you personally, I've seen a lot of your stuff personally, I continue to learn things from those guys. And the guys that I'm talking about are GQ, man. Just GQ, what he's doing with his vlog channel. He's just killing it, man. Shout out to LT, man, with Views on Tubes. I follow him. I rock with him. I watch his content. You know, FHO Atlanta. Sometimes I have to watch with some holy water in the Bible with me, man. But I learn a lot of information from his content, man. He does an awesome job. Shout out to those guys, man. Shout out to Pastor Retro, what he does with the retro philosophy. Man, he's giving us good spiritual information and fuel for our day before we get up and head into that miserable workplace, man. And he's giving us some guidance and some things to use and some tools to use to get about our day and to try to be our very best, man. And also, by the way, serve our God, man. So shout out to him. Shout out to a Queen Set with what she does with her podcast. Shout out to Tiffany Renee with what she does with her podcast. Great, I'm sorry, not podcast, but what they do with their vlogging, man. Thank you for those guys, and thank you for everybody that's in this genre that keep giving it up for the motorcycle riding culture. And I know, man, everybody got these grand ideas that, man, y'all podcasters, y'all, you know, run it up, making a bunch of money and blah, blah. And no, homie. No, you don't. If you're going to do this, man, it has to be a passion, I guarantee you, or you're not going to be doing this very long, man. Shout out to my man, and I'm going to call him my mentor today, man. Shout out to Anton Daniels, what he's doing from AntonDaniels.com, with what he's doing, man, on his platform as a content creator, man. I ain't going to lie, that guy gets me through the day, man, in my mornings as well as my night at work, man. So shout out to all the great content creators. Let's do this, man, for him real quick. Hey, man, but that ain't why y'all on today, man. Y'all on to talk long distance motorcycles, specifically the I-10 to the end, man. And I got a special guest. Let me see if I can bring him up, man. He's a motorcycle rider with one of the baddest MCs out of the land, man. So let's see if we can pull him up. Fam, top of the evening, how are you?
What it do? What it do?
Hey, man, he's so cool. He is a boss, man. I'm gonna talk about it because he was out there doing his thing, man. And now that high heat. I think as I was coming on with the intro, low key hit me up with did he get right with Jesus after that riding through hell? Was it hot, homie?
Yes, it was. It was. It was. It was nice and crispy.
Well, we're gonna talk about it, man. Let's take a few minutes, brother, if you don't mind, to introduce yourself to everybody and tell us a little bit about you.
I'm Knowledge Man. I'm Next Level Houston MC president. I've been president for about 9 years. I've been with the organization 9 going on 10 years. We started up as an organization, helped stand this chapter up in Houston in 2017, and you know we just been rocking ever since, man.
Man, y'all been doing y'all thing, man. I'm telling you what, y'all are a destination now. a lot of people that comes across that country, man. I hear a lot of time, hey, man, I'm gonna stop in Houston, man. I'm hitting Next Level Up, you know, as well as the Tampa chapter, as well as the mother chapter's in Chicago. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So y'all got something going on this weekend, a little something, right?
Yeah, a little rendezvous party.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
rendezvous. Hey, man, I see all motorcycles heading to the Midwest. I'm telling you. And if you don't know, you wasn't supposed to know about it.
that's right.
But anyway, brother, hey, I'm glad to have you in. I appreciate you spending some time with us this evening and talking about an epic ride that you just made, man, across the country. And then you were crazy enough to do it in August, homie. You were crazy enough to do it in August. Hey man, so let's get into it. But before we do, let's do this. Let me show my courtesy. Hey man, I appreciate everybody from being on and rocking with us today. K Solo, happy birthday, homie. Appreciate you on with us this
That's
evening.
it.
Check him out, man. Riding with K Solo podcast. He's doing his thing every Tuesday and Thursday. I believe Tuesday is 8 p.m. I'm not sure about Thursday, maybe 7 or 8. I'm not positive. But he's doing it every Tuesday and Thursdays, man. So y'all go check him out on his podcast show. Kane Foel, man. Hey, Mr. Hurley Up, man. The writer, the producer, and the singer of the Hurley Up theme song, man, for the podcast. I appreciate you, sir. Man, you still got things to talk about, man. So remind me if I don't get a hold of you here shortly. Breezy does it. Appreciate you for checking in with us, guy. You always rocking with it. I appreciate your dedication and enthusiasm for the channel. Joe Fan, South Florida in the house, man. I'll see you guys soon. Low key, man. Appreciate you for being on with us this evening, man. The smartest man I know. And oh, by the way, he lives in Houston, man, doing this thing, man. Hey, and
Hey, that's my guy right there.
low key.
Oh,
Hey,
low key,
man.
that's my
Hey,
guy.
it's always a pleasure to go pull up on low key down in Houston, man. It's a great time. Tef, Duval's in the house, man. Where my Duval sound at? Where that? Where that? Tef know what time it is, man. From Next Level Tampa, man. So appreciate everybody for being in with us this
Teflon
evening.
the
And if you
Don.
guys would be so kind, reach up, man, and hit the like button so we can get the algorithms kicking. So today I'm with my special guest, man, Knowledge, the president of Next Level Houston MC, man. So he's in the house and we're talking about the I-10 to the end. So brother, let's take it from the top. Okay, you've written across the country a few times. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. A few times.
Is every time across the country the same, or is every time has its own different type of get down?
Oh yeah. You never know what to expect when you venturing out. I don't care how many times you just slid down 59 or slid down I-10 or Midwest, East Coast, no matter what. It you could think in August it's gonna hit like this, and in December it's gonna hit like this, but December might hit like August, and August might hit like December. You never know.
Sure enough, sure enough. So man, I'm gonna throw this at you. Let's go this direction for a second, if you don't mind. Okay, I cheat a lot, man. I ain't gonna lie, I cheat a lot. I don't go across the country normally unless it's April or October, homie. I've only been across the country on the southern tip on I-10. I've
Right,
only
right,
gone across in June in 2020.
right, right,
And you know how you remember but you don't remember? You remember but you don't remember, but you find out.
right.
Man, it was hotter than the devil's underwear, homie. Hey man, a couple times, man, bro, my punk card was getting pulled. You live on the east side, so
Right, right.
Houston to Jacksonville, the weather's pretty much the same. Is that fair?
That's fair. It's hot.
Humidity,
It's
it's
hot and
hot. It's
humid.
humid. It's a lot of humidity, a lot of rain in the summertime, that kind of stuff. But then when you go San Antonio west,
Oh
it's
yeah.
a whole different pressure cooker.
Yeah.
It's like a blowtorch out there. So
Hmm.
let's throw that out if you don't mind. Our first topic of the day: how do you prepare yourself to take a trip across the country on the most southern highway across the country, knowing that you're going to be dealing with probably 2 to 3 different types of heat? How do you prepare, and how do you navigate that?
Well, the biggest thing is one, getting your rest, making sure you get the amount of rest you need, um, and just hydration. I learned the hard way doing it. A couple years ago, I thought I was just gonna be able to pop up and go. My bike had broke down in Phoenix, so what I did was I had to leave my bike. So when they told me it was ready, I, I I jumped on a plane and flew to Phoenix and jumped on that bike and thought I was gonna. In my mind, I'm riding it back to Houston, but I hadn't prepared. I hadn't gotten ready mentally, physically, hadn't hydrated properly, none of that. So I jumped on that bike and start making my way back to Houston, and 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 literally had to shut it down. Um, Not even 2 hours into the ride because
Wow.
I was clamming up
Yeah.
everything. It was bad. So from that, I learned that you have to. I don't care how far you ride, how much you ride, what's your longest. None of that stuff matters because that heat
It
will
will
put you
tax
down.
you, man.
It will put you
It will
down. So
tax you.
so mine is just big on rest and hydration. So
Yeah.
hydration, I do a combination of the water with the liquid IVs, the whole nine. I'm doing the bananas. I'm eating the pickles. I'm doing all of that. And I'm not eating like when I ride. I don't eat heavy at all. I don't eat heavy at all. So I'm just I'm proteining it the whole way.
Yeah.
I'm eating the go in there and they have like the cheese and salami snacks, and I'm eating little
Right.
stuff
Right.
like that, just enough to keep
Yeah.
me
Protein
going.
get downs. Yeah.
Yeah, my protein, but I'm heavy on hydration.
Do you start hydrating, say, a few days, or you got a regiment you do before the ride, or you just as soon as you get ready to make the ride, we know this is what we got to start doing.
No, I try at least 3 to 5 days out to start just stop drinking stuff, stop drinking so much beer or liquor and stuff, and I'm just heavy on the hydration. So I'm just
Right. Right.
pumping water, and it,
Yeah.
and you get to doing it. If you're somebody that travels a lot, you just make it a part of your natural regimen.
That's
Like I
true.
know
Yeah. That's
I'm
true.
not finna go throughout the day without trying to drink at least a gallon of water.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm too chicken to do anything but I'll drink a ton of water before the ride, during the ride, after the ride, because
Yeah.
I don't like cramping up. I
Yeah.
just don't, man. I don't like cramping up,
Yeah.
and I don't like because on the bike, once you're dehydrated, man, you're toast. You
Everything's a
toast.
problem.
Yeah, everything's a problem, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
have to stop for probably 2-3 hours to get your body back right. So what you think you were doing to make time, you're gonna lose it because you gotta take care of your body. Because if you don't, the next thing you're gonna be doing is taking a nap in the
And
ditch.
then when you got to stop for 2 to 3 hours, you just killed your
And
your
momentum.
physical and your mental and your momentum. You just killed everything. The ride ain't even the same ride no more.
I
It's
hear
not.
you. I hear you. So staying within the weather, if you don't mind, just for a few more minutes. So say, me and you were talking about this in the green room. We were talking these two different type of heats. So is there, say, some people, even in the heat, some people are able and willing to go tank to tank. Some people say, hey, man, once it gets a certain, temperature outside, I've been really getting after it. I'm going to lower it down to a half a tank or whatever the case. Do you have any particular thing that you do when you're dealing with extreme weather? Do you continue to soldier on, or you say, hey, I'm gonna drop it down a little bit to give myself a little bit more time to recover or to hydrate?
No, I'm pressing. If it's especially if it's me by myself, I'm pressing. I'm pressing on because your time is time anyway. So if you really sat down and organize your ride and you say I'm leaving at this time and I'm gonna get here at this time, you're factoring in. You might be factoring in heat. You might be factoring in rain that's on the forecast. You're factoring in all those things. So me, especially if I'm by myself, I'm pressing. I'm pressing
Okay.
because in my mind I know when I look at my GPS in the morning before I take off that whatever it says, I know I can beat that time by myself. You know what I'm saying? I know I can because I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm not taking off my helmet. I'm not getting off my bike unless I have to. I'm getting off my bike to use the bathroom and grab my wallet if I have to. If I can tap, do my gas and keep pressing, I'm gone.
Hey,
I'm gone.
you could tell you're an MC. You know why? All my MCs, man, they can't get that run out of their system. I'm on a run. I gotta get to where I'm going,
I'm going.
and then I'll
I'm
chill
going.
out and relax once I get there. And then when it's time
Yeah.
to get home, I'm getting to the crib because I gotta go to work.
Hey man, and listen, it's hard. And I don't even have to do it like that because if you notice on my run, I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna go today, I'm gonna go tomorrow. And I just sat still.
Yeah, I
So
did. I caught that. I tipped
yeah,
that.
so
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
had the time, but it's like you said, just that MC mentality makes you feel like once you going, you gone. Let's get.
yeah.
You know what I'm
It's hard to
saying?
get it out your system,
And
man.
it's
It's
hard
hard.
because I was
Yeah.
there was some points where I was like, man, I stopped and I was like, I got to get this picture. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm thinking like, hurry up, get the picture, get your ass back on the bike and let's
Yeah.
go. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
ain't running with nobody but myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's in your
Yeah,
system, man. It's in your
yeah,
system. I hear you, but there's a regiment to this thing, man. There's
yeah.
you have to repetitively keep doing this stuff over and over to be the
Yes.
kind of guy or run the way you run. Because I noticed a couple times on your run, I think when you did from Beaumont to what, Phoenix?
Phoenix, Beaumont to Phoenix.
That's about 1,200, ain't he? About
Yeah,
1,200.
1200 and some change, just up under 1300.
Man, when you that next morning when you said, "Hey Sarge, I'm finna go to Phoenix," I was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, you one of them."
Yeah,
Hey man, and then to be able to do it in severe heat. So, know what that tells me? You're a very experienced motorcycle rider. Very
I
experienced,
appreciate
because
that.
I'm telling you, homie, no cap. If it was somebody, average rider or a person that probably didn't have as much experience, I would have said, man, let's take a look at this. Let's reevaluate this. That's a long way. 1,200 miles. Let's be honest. 1,200 miles in perfect weather is a long, long time in the
Oh yeah,
saddle,
it's a
and you
task.
have to. You got to be motorcycle fit. Is that fair? We're gonna
Oh,
call it
that's
motorcycle
definitely
fit.
fair. Yeah, you
Okay,
definitely you call it we call it motorcycle shape. You definitely got to be in motorcycle shape. I
motorcycle
don't
shape.
care. I might look like a big fluffy feather, but
But you're in
there's a such
motorcycle
thing as
shape.
motorcycle shape. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So motorcycle shape. Let's keep it there a little bit. So motorcycle shape. I'm gonna throw one out, and you take it from there. I think the biggest thing you gotta have to be in quote unquote motorcycle shape is your mentals have got to be as tough as steel.
absolutely.
You got to be mentally. You got to be hardcore. You can't be in a situation where your butt hurts, your back hurt, your helmet hurt. You have to be able to, what we call in the military, you have to be able to block all that out
Keep
to
pushing.
be able to focus on the mission. What say you? What you think? Motorcycle shape. Let's
Oh
talk
no,
about it.
yeah. I mean, when I say like just in case of point, what you say, like I'm not afraid to tell anybody when I'm riding. I've said it. Anybody that knows me and has conversation with me, they'll tell you like I'll be in my helmet and I'm having conversations between me and Jesus, and I'm in that helmet.
Right,
I
right,
don't look at miles. I look at gas stops.
right.
Because if you look at there's nobody before I got into this organization, I was just a novice guy that thought it was real cool to have a
Yeah,
motorcycle with a lot of music on it. I pull up to the club and I'm that fly guy on the bike, right?
right.
And I used to ride about maybe 1,200 miles a year, And when we joined Next Level, and the first time I heard somebody say a thou wow, I'm like, what the hell is a thou wow? That's 1,000 miles, 1,000 miles in a day, in a
Yeah,
day, like that was unheard of to me.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So,
I agree.
so to get to that point to where I know I can do it, and I can do it religiously or whenever when I feel like it's more mental than anything because you're basically telling yourself you're about to do the unimaginable. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
yeah,
people not doing that. Truck
yeah.
drivers
You're doing
ain't
some
doing that.
crazy stuff, man.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're
So
right.
so a lot of times you literally I start breaking down my rides. Like the ride for me before I would join the motorcycle club would be from here to New Orleans because that's where my family is from in New Orleans. That's where I'm from.
Right.
So that would be about 5.5 hours. So if I got a 1,000-mile ride, I know that 1,000-mile ride is gonna take me 14 hours. So the first half of that ride, I'm just riding, I'm just rolling. The second half of that ride is when I start breaking the ride down. So what I do for me, what works for me, and it was one that my VP, he always said, this the way we got to do it, was we're gonna go the first 3 gas stops, and we're not even getting off the bike. We're not getting off the bike. We're not taking our helmet off. We ain't doing none of that. If you got to use the bathroom, make it fast. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I've positioned myself to not have to do that. But then it just started being, I'm not getting off my bike, period, if I don't have to. I'm not finna get off. I'm gonna make sure that my seat's comfortable, my bars are where they need to be. I'm positioning it right. So I'm in the saddle. And I'm gonna just ride until I need to go get something to hydrate, or I need to go get some, use the bathroom or whatever. And that's just the way that's just the way that you do it. And like I said, you end up, when I'm 7 hours away, I'm like, okay, 7 hours away. Then when I'm 5.5 hours away, I say, all right, that's like leaving mama's house. That's like me leaving mama's house and going home. It's 5.5 hours to
Yeah.
the house. And I just start breaking it down. When I get to 3.5 hours, I'm like, all right, it's like leaving my Lafayette chapter and going to the house. And you just
Right.
start in your mind, you just breaking it down, because it's no longer 300 miles. It's no longer 500 miles. I'm just leaving my mama house and going home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done made that ride a million times. So it ain't 6 hours of riding. It's just I'm leaving my mama house and I'm going home. So it's a lot of
Yeah.
mental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I see how you play the exercise with yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, you got to have some type of strategy like that when you're on the road. I mean, you got to have some goal, some what we call in the military. You might have to have some checkpoint or waypoint
Oh yeah.
or phase lines or whatever you want to call them. You got to have those on your way, trying to get to, of course, to complete the mission.
Yes, sir.
And let's be honest, man. I-10 in certain sections is not the sexiest ride in the world.
I tell myself every time I go down I-10, I'm remembered as how boring of a damn ride that is.
Ooh. Hey, it's certain parts of it is cool, but a lot of it, you're gonna pay taxes.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay a highway tax on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did
Yeah.
you experience any type of maybe bad construction, any bad stretches on the road coming across?
Um, there was there was constructions all throughout, but it was some, of course, going, through Louisiana. You get a lot of construction. I saw a lot. El Paso. I went through that area, and it was a lot of it. But yeah, I did see myself, and I don't recommend it. I don't tell anybody to do what I do, but I'm just not sitting in traffic. I'm not one to sit in traffic. That's just me. I'm not finna sit on
Yeah,
that
we
on that
hey,
shoulder.
hey, we follow all traffic laws, but I'm only sit out there for so long.
Yeah. So if I
Yeah,
look at it and it look like, if it tells me it's moving in 10 or 15 minutes, I'm a law
right.
abiding citizen. But I can assure you, if it's gridlock, I will be on that
Yeah,
shoulder praying. You know
yeah.
what I mean? That I don't catch a nail or catch a cop. You know what
Right.
I
Hey, I
mean?
had some issues going through Reno, bro. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It was too
Yeah.
dang hot out there. Because
Yeah.
what
I
people
mean,
don't understand, and you can follow up on this now. It's what people don't understand. Motorcycles cannot sit on the highway in traffic jams too long. They're gonna break down. They're gonna
yeah.
overheat. The brakes are gonna overheat. The clutch is gonna get smoked. Not to mention what it's gonna do to your body.
Yeah.
You might end up being a damn casualty waiting on
Yeah.
something that happened
Yeah.
in the traffic.
And
So
I've actually, I've had times where you had that interaction with somebody. Hey man, you got, and rolling out their window, they want to talk, and I just tell them, man, right now you talking to me from that cool AC. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? I
Yes.
got a motor sitting right up under my seat that's burning my leg. You know
I
what
got
I'm
a
saying?
rocket.
My my
I
my
got a
hand
rocket
is
underneath. Yeah.
cramping from
Yeah.
releasing the hole in this
Yeah.
clutch for the last
Yeah. I'm
20
getting
minutes
carpal
sitting in this
tunnel. Yeah.
traffic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, think about that before you start barking at us, thinking that we just trying to get away with something. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. True.
So
True.
yeah,
Shout out to Cali, man. Shout out to Arizona. I thought it was one
yeah.
more other state that you could lane split. I thought it was 3 states now, but I can't remember. But I know Cali and Arizona, they get the mission. They truly
Oh
do.
man, for somebody that's for somebody that's not from Cali, You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And shout out to Big Manny, man. Rest in peace, Big Manny,
Yeah. Rest in
because he
peace,
was the
Big
first
Manny.
person.
Right.
He was the first person to take me lane splitting through California, and it was
Woo.
the craziest thing ever. I remember showing up to
Yeah.
his crib and he's telling me that we're going. We're going to see the Dragons. Going to see the Dragons, and I said, man, it's about
Yeah.
an hour and some change, Manny.
Yeah.
He said, oh no, it's gonna take us about 35 minutes. And we got out there and went to lane splitting.
Yeah.
And I said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just follow Big Manny. This is his city. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just follow him. But
Right.
that
Right.
was my first run at lane splitting. And now, oh baby, you get me into
Just go
Arizona and
get it,
California, I'm a happy man.
man. I become a
Because
new.
the people, they know what it is and they move. You might have
Yeah.
the occasional
Yeah.
asshole that's gonna, try and stay right there and make you go around him, but for the most part, everybody just opens up and lets you through, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a beautiful thing. I would say, yeah, the first time doing it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just followed the guy. I had a chance. I think I rode up to when I went to Stockton, California, Northern California from LA with the LA Soul Brothers. And homie, they were getting through traffic, man. And I was white knuckling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, I was like, yo, this is crazy. But bro, once you get into the routine of it, the habit of it, man, you can see where it's really a good
Well, it makes
thing.
sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Total sense
It
for
makes
me.
sense.
So how in the heat, we're rocking the Road King. Am I right? A CVO Road
Yes, sir.
King.
Yes, sir.
What year is our bike?
13 Road King.
And that bad boy is bad to death too.
And
It's
look, that's
bad to
my second.
death.
That's my second one of the same bike.
Really?
I totaled the first one, found
Yeah.
another one in New York, flew to New York, bought it, and rode it back to Houston.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You were like, no, I ain't gonna. I might have to get a new one, but I ain't gonna get the new one.
Nah,
We gonna
that's my
go on
bike.
here. Okay. Okay. So that bike, how many years have you had that bike?
I've had that bike. I bought it in February of last year after I
Okay.
totaled the one just like
Okay.
it.
Okay. How many times you've taken that over across the country? Or you just been taking that on normal
I've been taking it.
empty runs?
It's been. I brought it to. It went to. I went to Phoenix. Phoenix is as far as I got west on it
West with it.
last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have any concerns with it this time? Getting ready to get out the gate with it, being this
No.
because this is probably your longest run on it, right? Continuous run on it, right? Because you did probably at least
Yes.
6,000.
Yeah. This is my
Okay.
longest
Okay.
continuous run on that bike.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any issues in the mechanical things that we would need to know about, or say
Well,
that, okay? Go ahead. Go
my
ahead.
my what I do. Mine is just always. Of course, you got to do your bolt check,
Facts.
brakes, tires,
Right.
3 holes.
Right.
Long as my clutch and my brakes are cool. And like I said, I ride a lot, so I do it's literally like it's almost like I go out of town and I come back and I drop my bike off to my mechanic for him to do the maintenance on it. Because I'm gonna need
Right.
something. I'm gonna need brakes, I'm gonna need tires, I'm gonna need a 3 hole pump, I'm gonna need something. So it's just
Right.
almost like routine for me to bring my bike in. Something's gonna be loose, I can hear it rattling. And I'm not a mechanic by no means. I don't fix shit. And anybody that knows me, they'll tell you they used to call me the 110 killer. Because I done blew up more 110 motors than probably anybody in our nation. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
So I'm not. I've learned a few little things here and there, and
Right.
I've broken enough shit to know what it sounds like
Yeah.
when I break
Right.
it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But I can't fix it. Let's be
Yeah.
clear on that. I ain't fixing nothing.
Yeah.
You know
Hey,
what I
hey.
mean?
So that's a V twin that you rocking, right? So V twin. Have you ever had a Milwaukee 8, or you've
Nope.
always been on V twins?
Nope. I got a
Okay.
bike. I'm
So
putting together my Road Glide that I used to ride before I had the Road King. I'm putting it back together now, and it's a V twin. It's a 15
okay.
CVO.
Okay.
I just like
Okay.
the V twins,
I,
man.
I really do like V twins. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just think those motors are built like tanks.
Yeah.
They're built like tanks. I like them personally. I've never taken a V twin across the country that far. I've always taken mine. I think my 15 that I had. I think the farthest I've taken it was in one run was like, mostly stuff that was east of Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah.
but it was a good running bike, man. It was a good running bike. Never had no issues with it. I think the only issue I have ever had with that 15 Road Glide Special was it might have been a stator. It might have been a stator, I think, that went bad on it, and that was caught pretty quick. So I
Oh,
was never stranded with it.
I definitely can't say that because I didn't messed up. I didn't blew motors, throttle bodies. I didn't throw up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely
Hey,
can't say that. But
you,
I
hey, you
just
don't
love them. I
fix
love
nothing,
the
but you
sound
can
of it.
break it pretty good, huh?
I can break it real well. That's why
Yeah.
every one of my bikes was
Yeah.
mandatory with me when I buy a bike is warranty.
Yeah.
But
So
and
so if
not
I'm
just any warranty, the Harley warranty.
facts. So if I'm
Yeah.
rocking a V twin, say such as a 15, how does it do in really hot weather across the country? Does it burn a lot of oil? Did you burn a lot of oil,
Yeah.
or
I
were you
did.
pretty steady? You burnt a lot of
I
oil.
was pretty steady. Like I had just had a fresh oil change, so I was still pretty good. I think I didn't add oil to my bike until I was on the way back. I added a little oil to it. But as far as heating up and stuff like that, I have the upgraded cooler that they put on the V twins on there. So I mean I was impressed. My Road King ran like a champ. And it had
Nice.
when I bought that Road King, it had 44,000 miles on it when I bought it. You know what I mean? And of course, like I said, I put warranties. I put the Harley Davidson warranty on every bike that I purchased, so I wasn't concerned about the miles. But on that run, my bike went over 100,000 miles. So 100,000 miles on a V twin is unheard of. You know what
No,
I mean?
you ain't
For a
lying.
lot of people,
You ain't lying. Hey,
without
Tef
switching
and
something.
hey, Tef and Low Key said twin cam V twin. Did I call it something wrong? I didn't, fellas.
I don't know.
Did I say something wrong or something? Okay, I just gotta check. My fact checker is gonna make sure that I don't screw nothing up. Let's see. I ran an ultra cooler on my 210. Yeah, that was Big Dog. Shout out to Big Dog. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did. He sure did.
yeah.
That bike running like a champ. Yeah, Big Dog. Then was that issue, man? I can't. What that thing was called? That plug. What is that dang plug? Big Dog. What is that plug called? Was that AOR something? Where the plug actually backed out and
Oh,
unthreaded itself. That was a Milwaukee 8 issue. You ain't got them funky problems.
oh,
It
you
was a
talking about and
Milwaukee 8.
right up underneath the tank?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the pressure is it the pressure release? The pressure
Man,
valve?
Big Dog, school us up, man. School us. Some of my fact checkers hit me on the line, man, with what that was. But bro, that is starting to become like a real thing of concern. It's a real thing
Yeah.
of concern because you're hearing about that happening often on the Milwaukee Eights. But them V twins, man, again, it's a twin cam. I'm trying to figure. Did I say something wrong?
I don't know.
Bruh, okay. All right, I'll move with it then. Okay. So no issues with the bike. Bike
No.
ran strong. It's who said it? Big Dog said C a
CLR.
CLR. Yeah, that thing back straight out. That plug just unthreaded itself right off. I'm like, what the hell? But anyway, man, shout out to Big Dog. Appreciate you being on with us this evening, man. So no bike issues. The Road King is Road Kinging. And man, shout out to them Road Kings. I'm gonna be honest, man. Let's give it up for them Road Kings. Let's do this real quick. Let's do
I
this.
love them. That's what I'm now when I buy that Milwaukee 8, it's gonna be a
Yeah,
Road King.
there it is.
That's
Let's
what
do this for them Road Kings.
I'm waiting. I'm hoping that Harley comes out with another CVO Road King, and
CVO.
that's when I'm gonna
And,
buy
I,
my
and I'm
Milwaukee
gonna
8.
say this, man, and I'm gonna say this in knowledge. I'm gonna screw it up with everybody else who come through. Okay, I have never had a Road King with a problem going across I-10 to the end. Not one. I can't. If I've had one, I can't remember it, homie. All those Road Kings have Road Kinged across the country, man. And if y'all gonna check me on, I got receipts. I Mr. Road King. No, what is his name? Was my brother out of L.A. that comes to. He does a lot of singing with the shirts. God forgive me. He calls himself Mr. Road King. Actually, out there in L.A., my man.
You talking about Raw? We're on ground.
Yeah, what's his name? What is his name? What is his name? It'll pop to me. Forgive me. Shout out to Ballhead Nasty for being on with us this evening, man. You are a motorcycle riding machine, homie. He be getting it. But it was him. It was C-Note. It was I had at least in the last 18 months, at least 6 or 7 Road Kings, man, and never one, not a peep out of those Road Kings. Whether it was a new Road King, whether it was an older model Road King, Milwaukee has one cam, old engine has a twin cam, both are V twins. Yeah, I don't think we messed that up, did we? Low key, man, you be fact checking me too hard, bro. I don't think I made a mistake on that, bro. But I appreciate you anyway for checking me, keeping it straight. But yeah, man. So I'm just say shout out to those motorcycle riders who rock those Road Kings, man. Road Kings can do the damn thing. They sure can. So, brother, so far everything is everything.
Yeah.
Weather don't seem like it. Yeah. Whoa. Let me reach into the magic bag. Let me see. Y'all watch this. This is how a gangster get out. Let me load this on in. This is how a gangster get out. And go figure my Wi-Fi moving slow as molasses. But I'm teeing this up for y'all. For all y'all guys think that y'all are foul weather warriors on these motorcycles, let me show you how my man get out. Here we go. Booyah. Toto win in Kansas no more. You were getting ready to get a butt whooping. What that was getting ready to head into. Matter of fact, we'll let it play out for y'all to get the feeling of what this was like. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Bro, that was a highway to hell. You knew it was getting ready to be popping.
Oh yeah. It was thunderstorms all around me.
Yeah,
And
as you
could literally see
there's
them.
multiple storms,
Yeah.
and you get ready to go right up into it.
And I went right up in it. Yeah.
That was take us through that. What was that? Where were you at, and what was going on with that? If you don't mind, let's kill the volume on that.
I want to say I was in either it was El Paso. It was going into El Paso on into New Mexico where it was doing that. And what it was several storms. Like it was almost like 4 or 5 storms
Yeah, we can see them. I can see all the funnels.
in one area. And I thought it's so you could see his sunshine ahead, but it wasn't storming on me yet. So I thought I was gonna be able to make it through it. But about 10 minutes after I shot that video, the whole earth opened up
Yeah,
and got
that
down.
was because I think you actually stopped by the sun. I think you did something because you were doing a quick video for me, and the weather was getting pretty funky. It was getting pretty funky when it was But I'm sitting there looking at this, bro, because I thought I had some footage with you actually going around trucks.
Oh, that was in where I went around trucks was in the other video that I sent you when I was
Let me
in
see.
New Mexico
Uh-huh.
with the dust.
Let me see if I can pull that one up. Maybe this might be it. I'm trying to load that one up now. It might take me up. There we go. Let me see what we got. See if this is it. No, I think it's the same one. It's a
No,
short
that's the
version.
same one.
Yeah. I'll pull that up from my archives. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me see what I can do. I might have to come back to it. I'll come back
And
to it. I'll see.
both of those it was crazy because it was if you saw in that video when I panned behind me it was sunny and bright and hot
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden it started cooling off and then you get that smell and you're like, okay, I know it's out there, where is it at? And then about
Yeah.
10 miles up the road I started seeing, I could see the sky was starting to change.
Yeah.
And then it just kept changing, and it just went. Once I got into out of El Paso into New Mexico, which you're only in New Mexico for about what,
Buck
two and a
70,
half.
buck 80. Yeah, it ain't long, but
Yeah, it ain't
buck
long, but
80. Yeah.
all of the crazy weather happened like literally as I went through New Mexico. So because it wasn't long after that when I ran into the dust storm.
Because for those who have never rode through New Mexico, especially specifically taking the I-10 to the end, it is just open spaces. Am I correct? You got open spaces. You got the mountain chains that are, maybe, only from the south, from down to Mexico. Maybe it's about 40, 50 miles. I like to say. I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody could correct me on that. And then you got another set of mountains on the other side heading north, and then going forward, you see the Lordsburg. In Lordsburg, where you got the Lordsburg is actually the New Mexico Arizona state line. Am I correct? So you got mountains around you all around, and it's nothing but open space out there. Nothing but open space. Everything looks like it's only 5 miles from you, but homie, it's really more like 50, 60 miles from you. But there's nothing out there except the smell of livestock. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
And then that area is notorious for brownouts. Is
That's what you call it,
notorious
brownout. Yeah.
brownout. So going through that brownout, how did you navigate that? Because I saw, and y'all forgive me, I'll load it and I'll make sure I get that clip. But I do have it on the Facebook page on Iron Elite, home of the Ground Pounders Reunion, home of the Titan Award. It is all that video footage, and it's also in the shorts of the Sarge Life and Motorcycling YouTube channel. So if you'd like to take a look at that, man, we have some incredible footage on there. And also Knowledge is speaking about the storm and what he was going through while, dealing with the storm. But Knowledge, if you don't mind, talk to us. How do you deal with a brownout safely? How do you go through that safely?
Well, when I first saw it, I didn't even know what it. I didn't, because I've seen the dust storms before as I've come across that area before, but they're usually like you can see them out swirling in the plains and stuff, and they just look like it just kicked up some dust, nothing serious. So as I'm approaching it, I really thought it was smoke. So because the sun was starting to set,
Yeah, it
and
does. It does look like smoke. Yeah.
and it just looked like smoke across miles. And I saw it. It was all across the plains, all by the mountains, and it looked like it was across the freeway as well. So I stopped and took a video of it because I saw the flashing lights that said the dust
Yeah.
storm, notifying you that it's a dust storm.
Yeah.
And I went,
Yeah.
oh shit, that's dust. So
And
so
what does the sign do? They tell you to pull over?
yeah, it tells you to pull over, safely pull over,
Yeah.
and all of this stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and they're flashing and stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, that's dust. So I video it and I send it to you. And then I see the cars and some of them are down in the ditch, and I'm like, what the hell are they waiting on? Like, what's supposed to happen? And I see the trucks, some of them on the side and some of them are trying
Yeah.
to creep forward. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well shit, I'm gonna just follow the trucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go
You
where
got
they're
to get out of
going.
it.
I
You
gotta
got
get out of it because
pull,
I'm like, I'm
pulling
not
over the
gonna
side of the
sit
road don't do you
still.
no good.
Right.
Pulling
And
over don't
that's
do you no good.
and that was my thought. It wasn't until actually Teflon that's on here now. I talked to him later on that night, and he told me, hey, well, you did the right thing. You're supposed to go
Yeah.
through it. It tells you to go
Yep.
through it. But that was brand new for me. I just did one of them, fuck it, let's
Yeah.
go. You know what
So
I'm
ain't no
saying?
ain't no brownouts in Houston.
Nah, ain't no brownouts in Houston.
No, man.
Nah.
Yeah, you have to, and cars will say, pull over. They wait, pull over. A homie, pull over and do what? It's
Oh
more
yeah,
dangerous to pull over.
if you look in the video, the cop, there's a policeman in the video and he's putting his lights on, but he didn't put his lights on until I started getting close to him. And then I could hear him, like he pokes his head out, and like some of the cars, it was videoing and stuff because I could see him as I was moving through the thing, and I was thinking like, what? Because like I said, this is all new to me, and some of the cars they didn't just pull over to the side, they went down into like the ravine. So I'm like, what the hell they expecting to come? So I just said, let me get the hell out of this. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
rode on through it.
yeah. Your best defense is to just to move on through, man.
Yeah.
Birds fly backwards in a type of way. Hey, hey, man, I would say the best thing to do, man, is to soldier through that thing, man, to get through that best you can. I ain't saying to speed or do something crazy, but because you got to be able to, if you can't see where you're going, that's a bad problem. That's a real
Right.
problem. But if you can see, because most of the time for those brownouts, they're only going to go for so long. They're only going to go for so long, and you'll see the sunlight sometimes on the other side of it. It's just like you just
Yeah.
being in a huge dust cloud. Is
Right.
that fair?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's what made me go through it because I could see past it with sunshine. So I'm like, well, okay, well it's dusty, so let me just go on through it and go and get it out of the way. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So once you got out of that, any more problems? Any other weather issues that was outside of the ordinary, other than maybe? Yeah, I don't think you got much rain. Maybe a little bit. Did you?
I got that rain right after I did that one video. That's when I got rained on. So I got rained on pretty good. So what was happening is I was getting a sporadic rain, which was cool, but then it kept drizzling and kept drizzling. So now the sun's going down. Now I'm cold. So I had to stop at one of my. I made it to a gas stop because I hate having to stop in between gas stops. So I tortured myself probably for about 50, 60 miles to make it to the next gas stop. And then I had to
Right.
get out the wet clothes, put on some dry clothes, then put on a jacket, because like I said, it had gotten cooler. And
Cool. Yeah.
of
Yeah.
course, if you've been in wet clothes, your core temperature's a little bit cooler too. So
Right.
I had
Right.
to put on a
Right.
jacket for a little while, which about 50 miles after I put it on, I wanted to take it and toss it off over my shoulder. But that's the type of stuff you go through. Because once you know how it is,
Yeah.
once I got into California, it
Yeah.
immediately started getting warmer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Eh,
you go through so many different conditions,
Yeah.
rain, dust,
Yeah.
hot, cold, you
Yeah.
just go through all of that. And I
Hey,
went through
man.
all of
Hey.
that within a couple 100 miles.
Hey, those are the sacrifices of a motorcycle rider, man. You
Oh
can go
yeah.
from freezing to burning to wet to dry to everything out there, man. So that's what it is. If you're gonna run long distance riding, specifically
Hmm.
coast to coast riding, be prepared for all four seasons. Just be prepared.
All
And
of
is
them.
it going is it gonna hurt? Yep. Is it gonna be inconvenient? Yep. There's a lot of stuff or ish you have to go through to have the glory of knowing that you're doing weird stuff on a motorcycle. And I don't care what nobody tells you. If you don't believe me, Google it, man. The average motorcycle rider, male or female, is not riding a motorcycle from across the country, from coast to coast. They're not. They're not those kind of riders. So that we talk about it on this show. We have a ton of riders on this show who do it. We're the weirdos, man. We are the very, very few. Is that fair, bro?
That's fair.
If you don't believe me, how many people in your neighborhood ride a motorcycle from across the country?
Zero.
Zero. And then they're looking at you. Why the hell you doing it?
Hmm.
Man, you insane in the membrane. What you doing?
Yeah.
All right, so brother, so let's do this, man, because I know I can't keep you all night. You got things to do. You done just got home and you're doing your thing. Let's do this, man. This final segment. Let's do the good, the bad, the ugly. What was your takeaway from the ride, and what would you want us to know about taking a 6,000-mile round trip ride on a motorcycle? The show is yours. The floor is yours, bro. Take your time.
I guess for me, the first thing I would tell people is one to know that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've a lot of people that have seen me on the motorcycle set. They think that I've been around for a very, very long time, and actually, in all actuality, I've only been a part of an MC for just under 10 years, and I've only been riding a motorcycle since 2010, so about 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right
But
on.
when you come into this and I'm an old military guy, so I believe in camaraderie and all of that different thing, and you come into this and you make relationships like y'all see on that picture, like Hollywood, and going over to the candy shop with
Shout out
with
to
with
Hollywood,
Punchy.
Kings of Cali.
Yeah, Punchy and Sea Rider, and my highway mentor, shout out to Highway Smiley,
Oh
who
man,
constantly pushes me,
hey,
man,
I got the
constantly telling me to do more.
hey, I got the great one in here. Keep talking, bro. Sorry, but let me
Yes,
find the
sir.
great one
So
while you
so
talking.
so with people like that, you got to be around like-minded people. the freeways ain't closing. They gonna be wide open forever, man. So if you want it, it's there for you to go and get it, but you just got to be prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's your hydration, whether it's the right motorcycle, setting it up the right way, the right sleep regimen, the right hydration regimen, just the right people. It's always more fun with your bros or with your sisters, but we can still make it happen individually and enjoy it just the same, man. So just
Of
you
course
just
we
got
can.
you just got to get out there and get it. And, you know, it's fun. You know, I had my aunt and my uncle. They were asking me because I remember I talked to you and I said I want to stop and visit my aunt and uncle. You said, "Oh man, by all means, go do that." And so I'm sitting there with him, and my aunt is like, "Well, why do you do it? Why would you even do that to your body?" And I'm like, Auntie, I just love it. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows
Yeah.
I've been down a few times. You know, I've been down.
Uh-huh.
I've broken bones, torn ligaments, you know, scrape road rash all over me. But it's my thing. It's what I love to do, and I love the relationships that I've made, the people that I've met, and that's what and, you know. Every time I send my glimpse out, I say do it for the culture, not for the gram. Like I'm not a big social media person. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of people out there and they doing it for the gram. I'm not doing it for the gram. I'm doing it because I love what I do, and I'm inspired by people, and I hope to inspire others to do the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
why I do it. So when you said to me that this is a social experiment, I
Yeah.
got it. I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like it is a social experience.
It
Because when
actually
if
is.
I can
Yeah.
pick up my phone any day of the week and I can FaceTime anybody. I can
Yeah.
call them, I can do all that. But it hits a little different when I put my phone down, I get on my
Mm-hmm.
bike and I pull up to you and I shake your hand. That's a different feel. So
Mm.
for me it's bigger than social media. It's bigger than, you know, because like I said, I've been to all 48 states. A lot of people, if
Mm-hmm.
you don't know me, you don't even know that because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
broadcast it all over social media when I did it. I just went and did it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's brothers within my organization and many other organizations that are just the same. Shout out to Southside. Southside is my national treasurer, but he's also my
Okay.
military friend that I've known for over 30 years.
Right
And
on.
he is a ground pounding fool. He's hit
Yeah.
all 50 on his
Yeah.
bike, but no one probably knows because he's not a big social media guy and he don't advertise it to everybody.
Yeah.
But these are the people, my national prayers, my whole nation as a whole pushed me and constantly called me and checked on me, and just people around the nation because ground pounders know ground pounders.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So
Facts.
so I
Facts.
don't have to be on social media because you got my phone number
Yeah.
because I didn't shook your
Yeah.
hand before.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that's the difference between mo- motorcycle riders and just
Mm-hmm.
riders that have motorcycles.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, let me say this, bro. You, you in Hollywood, I got a lot of calls. There was a lot of activity around you guys. Hollywood is not real big on a social media thing either. I mean, that's not really his thing. But when you meet, Hollywood, he's a very, very intellectual guy, really
Yeah.
smart guy, good guy, good guy. And I consider you the same. Very
Appreciate
intellectual.
it.
We met for the first time, man. We had good conversation. Matter of fact, I felt guilty because I'm like, bro, I'm sitting there talking, man. You got, you got to, you got a ride to make, man. I'm sitting there running my mouth to you. I ain't got nowhere to go nowhere but to go home. But
Right.
I'm gonna say this: I got a lot of phone calls on you. A lot of phone calls. A lot of people were texting me and checking in. There is a lot of people who know you, knowledge. There's a lot of people. I don't even know if you know that, but there's a lot of people that know you. And even that you don't have a big footprint on social media, there was a lot of people who knew every time I would post your rides, whether it was in the shorts or the video or whatever I was doing, people were really reacting. They were very active to what you were doing. That tells me a lot. That tells me that there's a lot of people respect you and admire you for what you're doing out there. This ain't no hyperbole. This is no cap. This really did happen. I'm like, wow. Because every time, I've had, many, many riders that have come through to do this ride. But every time when you think you got a fix on something, one or two people show you something totally different. And that's what I really love about the social experiment, because there's no one ride is the same. Everybody has a different story. Everybody has a different theme. One thing that happens to you might not happen to the next guy, and one thing that happens to the next girl might not happen to you. And that's the beauty of it. That's why this can never get old, because every ride is your story. Is that fair?
Oh yeah, that's fair. And then people go push it like it's awesome this MCing thing that we're a part of, because you have people like I'll use Hollywood for example. You know, Hollywood told me, he said, "Man, you really inspire me to ride, man. I'm gonna be number one in my chapter. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push." And I had to tell him, I said, "Man, you're the reason I'm doing I-10 to the end." I had
That's
heard
crazy.
about it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said
yeah, yeah.
I had heard about it, but I felt like I do so much riding. I mean, I've done that, no big deal. But when he did it and the way he talked about it, I'm like, well, shit. I'm gonna be in Florida next week. I say, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna
Might
do
as
I-10
well.
to the end. Because if you notice, I hit you like real last
Yeah,
minute
you
with
did.
everything.
Yeah, yeah,
And it
you
was just
did.
like after talking to Hollywood, I said, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
But you know, it changed the theme when you told me you talked to Hollywood. I kind of figured out what was going on, because Hollywood did make a big emphasis when he told me. He said, "Yeah, I got to get to Houston. I want to pull into the
Yeah.
clubhouse, next level
Yeah.
clubhouse." So I knew it was for some reason, because he talked about it for a while.
Yeah.
So I knew it was something to it. So I'm sure you guys did what ground pounders do. They network and they talk about motorcycle riding.
Oh yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah, he came to the clubhouse and got him a little cold beverage. Fell asleep and
Right.
it fell asleep on our stools and stuff. We let him
Yeah.
take a little nap. It was a
Yeah.
good time. It's motorcycling at its finest, man.
That's what it is. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, brother, because of people like you, Hollywood, Highway Smiley, the great Highway Smiley, people like
Yes,
you
sir.
guys, is because people like you guys, we're gonna be better motorcycle riders. We're gonna be better motorcycle riders because you cared enough to share with us your story, your experience, what you went through. Now that don't get us out of nothing. Still got to go twist that throttle and take your butt whooping. Ain't no
Oh
cheat
yeah.
code to this. You know,
None
you got to pay the
whatsoever.
highway tax. But I like to think from this evening, for those who listen to your story, that listen to what we were talking about, they're able to take some things away and put them into their own personal toolbox, their repertoire, to say, okay, so maybe in this case where knowledge you went through a brownout, so now if I see this and I see that crazy storms and I see all these different wind, twisters all over the desert floor, I don't have to panic, because he's told me what he had to go through. He's shown me from the video that it is doable. All I have to do is lock in, remember my motorcycle riding techniques and skills, and do the smart thing. That's what I love about this stuff, man. Because
Already.
I don't have to always go through it to learn from somebody else who went through it. Now I gotta still go through it, but at least I know it's doable. What you think?
Absolutely, and I'm gonna tell you, even with being a rider that's done a lot of riding, I want to give you your flowers, Sarge, because I couldn't believe how locked in you were, and I know this is your deal, and you run this, but you could have easily just peeped at my glimpse or peeped at my 360 and never said a word, but your words of encouragement, when I look down at my phone and I see them strong arms, and you say, "Hey, man, you're doing your thing, just keep on going."
Yeah.
Even one, when I came through that brownout, I looked at my phone and you had said, "Hey, man," you said something like uh safety over
Over ego.
pride or something like
Yeah,
that.
safety over
And
ego.
I
Safety over
said, I
ego.
said to myself, I said, Sarge must have looked at that brown. I said, "This nigga must
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
himself."
Hey, when I was saying this knowledge, I was like, woo.
But
Yeah.
hey man, I just want to let you know, man, for anybody that has not done this, and I like the way you say that, man, this social experience, because that's exactly what it is, man. It is worthy, it is exciting, it is fun. I had a blast doing it. If you have more people with you, I'm sure it would be either that much more difficult or that much more fun. Just depends on what the freeway will tax you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I enjoyed every minute of it, and the way that you handle it, and the way that you address your people, and the way you check in and check out. Like, there was never a time where I text you that you didn't respond. And it was never when I was thinking about something, you were telling me already, like, hey man, you going through this area, like make sure you get you some gas right up in here. And I'm like, Sarge is really paying attention. You know, man. So I appreciate that, because that is one thing a lot of
Thank you,
people don't
sir.
realize. When you getting on that I-10 and you running it to the end, there's a lot of areas where your gas stations could be 70, 100 miles away from each other.
We done
You know what I mean?
told
And
ya.
and zero resources. And if you do find a
Facts.
resource, it probably ain't one your black ass won't. You
No,
know what I
sir.
mean? so
And it's
so
gonna
you really,
cost you. Yep.
it's gonna cost you. So
Yep.
you really, those words of encouragement and those words of experience throughout that ride, even for somebody like me, I appreciated it. I
I'm
appreciated it.
hum I'm humble, sir. So when I swing through Houston, I'm coming into the clubhouse because
Come
I
on,
go through
man.
Houston all the time.
Come on. Come
So
on.
I got some new family, man. So
Come
let's do
on.
this, man. Let's do this. So rider number 338, Knowledge, president of the Houston chapter, Next Level MC. Let's do this, bro. Where it is?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey,
That's all
Knowledge,
right,
because
sir.
of people like you, brother, we're going to be better motorcycle riders. And oh, by the way, while we doing all this stuff, man, we make relationships. That's the coolest damn thing about all this is we
Yeah.
make relationships. Is that true, bro?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, you told me, and you would have you know how they say, a lot of people can tell you the same thing, but somebody else tell you the same thing, but it's a different person. So now you listen to it. I
Yes, sir.
actually, over the weekend, I actually created me a Facebook, because you told, because he said, man, you gotta get you a Facebook,
You
man.
got to,
So
bro.
so I got me a Facebook. So I'm gonna get it active, and I guess I'm gonna start making
Right
some
on.
friends, man.
Hey, right on, man. Hey, I better
Yeah,
be one of the first ones on the friend list, man.
I got you. I got you. I got you,
Hey,
Sarge.
Hey, my brother, I appreciate your time today, man. Shout out to Next Level MC, the
Shout
whole
out.
Next Level Nation, man. Those guys are getting ready to have this beautiful thing called it's the Mother Chapter, right? Mother Chapter in
It's some other
Chicago.
chapter. It's gonna be this weekend.
Yeah,
We already got people on the freeway. When I get off the phone, when I get off this call, I got phone calls
yeah,
I gotta make, because the West Coast is already on the move, man. On their way to
yeah.
Chicago. It's gonna be this weekend, man. Y'all come see our mother. 20 years. 20
20
years in the
years
game.
in the game, man. Look at that.
20
20
years
years
in the
in the
game.
game.
20 years in the game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So definitely come
Right
on and check
on.
us out in Chicago, Illinois, baby.
In the shot, man. So
Yes,
y'all get
sir.
on over there and check out Next Level, man. And oh, by the way, when you going across that 10 to the end, man, you ought to go over there and stop by Next Level Houston Clubhouse, man. Go over there and buy your cold beverage and hang out with them fellas, man, because they motorcycle riders up in there.
Hey, if
Knowledge.
I'm gonna say it first. If you on I-10 to the end, your drinks on me. Come see me.
Woo! There it is. Man, hey, where my key fob? I'm coming now. Hey, Knowledge, appreciate you, sir. Any
Hey, I
last words
appreciate
before we
y'all.
shut this thing down, man? Any last
I ain't
words
even.
before we shut this down, brother?
Hey, man, it was a pleasure. Shout out to my nation. Shout out to the motorcycle set as a whole for your support. Hey, I love y'all. Look forward to seeing y'all on the slab.
That's what's up. Good night, my brother, and we'll see you soon. Be safe on that highway. Get on up to Chicago, and
Yes,
y'all rep it
sir.
to the fullest, my guy. Shout out to Next
Absolutely.
Level Nation. We'll talk at you, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you now.
Peace. All
Y'all
right
take
now.
care.
All right, man. So there you have it, man. Knowledge, man. President of Next Level MC Houston. And most important, rider number 338. My man went across the country some 6,000 miles. He did it safe. He did it sound. He made it look easy because that means he was really prepared. And he executed the ride the way you were supposed to execute that ride, man. So that's what we do on the platform, man. We're just a bunch of loving people who want to love on people, who want to inspire people to be their greatest motorcycle great, man. I understand. Hey, Sarge, man. Hey, look here, man. I ain't gonna be able to go across the country or ride 6,000 miles or 7,000 miles or 5,000 miles or whatever. Not right now, Sarge. That ain't really what I can do, bro. You start off in your neighborhood. You start off on your bypass. You start off in your city, and then you move yourself as you are comfortable moving yourself. All we're doing is just giving you some some words of encouragement through our experience from our ride. Do we know everything? No, we don't know everything. And we're not going to try to proclaim to know everything. It's just our opinion on what we do on our ride. You can take some of this advice and stuff that these riders are giving you, or you not. But at least you given the opportunity to hear these experiences about these riders. I know this weekend as well, I think Low-Key just hit me up, it's a MC. Oh yeah. Next Level Chicago is a MC roundup, man. Everybody who's somebody gonna be out there, man, rocking and rolling. Ballhead Nasty say, Henny, please. Let me see what I thought I just had somebody try to. Okay, I thought I was gonna I know I good. But anyway, man, so let's talk real quick. A side note. Thank you for all the guys who've submitted nominations, man, for the Titan Award. Right now, we're just putting everything together, man. The operations officer, man, she needs a couple days because we've had to do some things that required us to life. So I think we're almost done with lifing, at least those lifing activities, man. So we expect in the next couple of days or so, man, for us to be able to really get this stuff together, get everything queued up. But thank you for those guys who got those nominations in. I think this is for Low-Key. Those last minute were about 17 Low-Key, about 17. So shout out to you for all that you do behind the scenes as well for us on the Honor Elite platform. If it wasn't for Low-Key, man, I'd be ready to pull my hair out. But sorry, you ain't got no hair. I know, but damn it, it's a metaphor, man. Just be quiet. But anyway, thank you to Low-Key, man, for what he does for us on the platform. You guys wouldn't believe how he makes things a lot easier for me in life, especially when I'm dealing with some of the stuff I'm dealing with, man. So thank you to him. Thank you to everybody who supports us, man. Thank you for everybody who came on and spent some time with us evening, man. I really do appreciate you, man. Happy birthday, man, to the great K Solo, man. Hopefully he's enjoying his birthday to the fullest and doing some fun things. You know how K Solo is. He think fun, man, is sitting on the side of a mountain on a campfire, man. Freezing to death, man, off a motorcycle, man. So, but hopefully he's having a great time. Again, shout out to Nasty, man, who rocks with us to the fullest. Big Dog, I appreciate you for being on with us today, man. I appreciate me along for being on. It was a lot of you guys on, just rocking and rolling with us today. Appreciate you, Tef. You know me and you go back like tube socks, man. Thank you. Thank you to Joe Fan, man. I'll see you guys here soon. You know, again, thank you to everybody who supports us on the platform, man. Content creating is dope, man. And everybody who creates content, you are dope. Podcasting is dope, man. It is just something that I get a blast out of doing it, man. It's a labor of love. I love doing it. I love supporting my community, man. So with that being said, I think we've done here, man. I don't think we got anything else, but y'all stand by. More things to come, specifically as we're talking about the Iron Elite event that's getting ready to come up, man. So y'all stand by for that, man. We got some cool stuff. We're going to be getting them shirts out, man. I see everybody hollering me, Sarge, how do we get the shirt? How we get the jersey shirt? We're going to get them, man. We're going to get those links out to you guys. We're just trying to make sure we're accurate so we don't make any mistakes on this thing, man. And then we're going to get those doggone links out, man, where you guys can hit these VIP packet, the gold packet, the bronze packet, and do your thing and go carte blanche. However way you want to do it, we're going to make sure everybody can swag up for this great Iron Elite event that we got going on the 7th and 8th of February of 2026 in the year of our Lord, man, down here in Jacksonville, Florida. Bay Meadows Adamak Harley Davidson is where we're going to do our thing. And we're going to crown the 2026 male and female Titan. And it's going to be special. Well, Sarge, how you become a Titan? Hey, man. Hey, if you got to ask, you need to do a lot more work. I'm just saying this. But in the meantime, in between time, man, y'all keep it motorcycling. God bless it. Good night. See ya. Peace.
This is the Mileage Bully, the Moto Mob CEO, and your 2024 Titan. You are now listening to Sarge on the Iron Elite podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not listening to the Iron Elite podcast, what are you really doing? Because we are talking motorcycles over here. You dig?
Hey y'all, it's Snacks reminding you to tune in to the Iron Elite podcast. You dig?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this your man Kodak, the most hated, coming to you live from the Iron Elite podcast with my man Big Sarge, where we always keep it motorcycles. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is.